Hello and welcome back to the King James Bible Sunday School channel on YouTube and Rumble, and to our day-by-day devotional from the Checkbook of the Bank of Faith by Charles Spurgeon, also called Faith's Checkbook by Whitaker House and other publishers. Today is August the 5th, 2025, August 5th, August 5, 2025. And the title from Whitaker House today is Law in the Heart. Law in the Heart. And before we go to that, let's get our daily Bible reading schedules in. First, our yearly schedule. Again, August the 5th. Today's reading is going to be Isaiah chapters 59, 60, 61, and 62. Isaiah 59, 60, 61, and 62. And then tomorrow we'll be finishing up the book of Isaiah with chapters 53, 54, 55, and 56. Isaiah chapters 53, 54, 55, and 56. And this again gets us through the Bible in a year. And we also have our 6-month schedule. Let me pull that thing up here. Alright, in our 6-month schedule, today's reading is going to be Numbers, chapters 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And then Mark chapter 12, verse 18 through 44, and Mark 13, verses 1 through 13. That's again Numbers 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Mark chapter 12, verse 18 through 44. I was thinking 17. Mark 12, 18 through 44. And Mark chapter 13, verses 1 through 13. My hands ought to be off of there. Alright, and then tomorrow will be Numbers chapters 26, 27, and 28. Mark chapter 13, verses 14 through 37. And Mark chapter 14, verses 1 through 31. My eyes are especially blurry at the moment. Sorry about that. Anyway, that's our 6-month schedule. Now, for our 3-month schedule through the New Testament, we'll finish up the book of Galatians today with chapter 6. Read Ephesians, that's chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then Philippians chapter number 1. In Galatians chapter number 6, Ephesians chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And Philippians chapter number 1. Then on tomorrow, we'll finish up Philippians with chapters 2, 3, and 4. And then the book of Colossians, the entire book, that's chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. Only 4 chapters in both Philippians and Colossians. So again, tomorrow I'll read Philippians 2, 3, and 4. Finish that up, and Colossians chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. And finish that. Alright, and then we have our psalm. We're reading a psalm. Basically a psalm a day, sometimes 2, very rarely 2, but psalms. In the Psalms, Psalm 52 is today's psalm. Psalm 52. To the chief musician, Maskil, a psalm of David, when Doeg the Edomite came and told Saul, and said unto him, David is come to the house of Ahimelech. Why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of God endureth continually. Thy tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying more than to speak righteousness. Selah. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. God shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away, and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place, and root thee out of the land of the living. Selah. The righteous also shall see, and fear, and shall laugh at him. Lo, this is the man that made not God his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches, and strengthened himself in his wickedness. But I am like a green olive tree in the house of God. I trust in thee, in the mercy of God. I trust in the mercy of God forever and ever. I will praise thee forever, because thou hast done it, and I will wait on thy name, for it is good before thy saints. Right? And again, my encouragement to you is to read that several times, at least a couple of times, to really get your mind around it and think about it a little bit and see a few things. Make sure you're reading it right and stuff like that. So I just recommend reading it at least a few times and really let some of these Psalms sink in through this 90 plus day journey, 3 months. Um, hmm. And the devotion, though, today, text is from Psalm 37, verse 32. Verse 31. Psalm 37, verse 31. The law of his God is in his heart. None of his steps shall slide. The law of his God is in his heart. None of his steps shall slide. Put the law into the heart, and the whole man is right. This is where the law should be, for then it lies like the tables of stone in the ark, in the place appointed for it. In the head it puzzles, on the back it burdens, in the heart it upholds. What a choice word is here used, the law of his God. When we know the Lord as our own God, his law becomes liberty to us. God with us in covenant makes us eager to obey his will and walk in his commands. Is the precept my Father's precept? Then I delight in it. We are here guaranteed that the obedient-hearted man shall be sustained in every step that he takes. He will do that which is right, and he shall therefore do that which is wise. Holy action is always the most prudent, though it may not at the time seem to be so. We are moving along the great high road of God's providence and grace when we keep to the way of his law. The Word of God has never misled a single soul yet. Its plain directions to walk humbly, justly, lovingly, and in the fear of the Lord are as much words of wisdom to make our way prosperous as rules of holiness to keep our garments clean. He walks surely who walks righteously. And that's the reading for today. And of course, I want to again encourage you, remind you to be in the Word of God, study the Word of God, meditate on it, read it, seek out fresh, not necessarily even fresh understanding or anything like that, just freshness from the Word of God. It could be something that you know full well, something that's always in front of you, and yet it can be refreshed to you. And that's what I'm saying. Seek out the freshness of the Word of God and walk with the Lord, fellowship with Him. He's looking for you to walk humbly with Him, so He said, and you ought to walk by faith, that life. And we will see you again tomorrow for another day-by-day devotional.